Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tronage, and today we're going to be talking about the NewBeeDrone Max Comfort Goggle Foam, and we're going to see if it really holds up to the claims that they make. So stick around. Omway goggles. You know I rock them, you know I use them, you know I love them. And one complaint I have about my goggles, the foam. And what I mean by that is, I've already had to replace my foam probably about 3 times, I think. Because it keeps like wearing out. And I don't really know how to describe it. I mean, here, I'll hold it up for you. All right, next, you know what? I'll do a little close-up of it. So right now you're seeing how my goggle all looks. And, yeah. It gets pretty mashed up. It kind of falls apart. You should see the ones when I replaced it that it was, like, falling apart. Like, there's, like, foam hanging out. You know, I had to, like, cut it. The long story short, it's just generic foam, I guess. I don't know. I recently found out that NewBeeDrone has like their comfort foam. NewBeeDrone does some really cool stuff. Like nothing they really do is ordinary. Everything they do may seem ordinary, but it's really awesome. Like for example, the lanyard. The NewBeeDrone lanyard is like, you think, okay, it's a lanyard. I did a whole video about the lanyard because it's that good, all right? I'm thinking, well, maybe their foam is similar to that. So, got me some. I'm gonna check it out. This is how I got it. I haven't unboxed it, or I guess unbagged it. So I haven't felt it other than just in the package, but it feels like foam, nothing special, but we'll see when we open it up. And then we're gonna install it. We'll do a little side-by-side comparison and see if it really feels that good. So I think first what I'll do, so I'm gonna open this package and just feel it. You know, I'm gonna just see how it feels in the hand. All right, so here we go, the official unbagging. Yes, I smelled it, and it doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like, I guess, foam. I don't know. All right, let's see. Ooh, ooh. Okay, all right. All right. This is very interesting. All right, so this foam, it feels very different. Very, like, just in the hand versus feeling this foam, it's a very different feeling. Like, you know, being a scuba instructor, it feels like very reminiscent of like a wetsuit. Like it's like a neoprene kind of a feel to it, while this is more of just like a regular foam. This has more like kind of like a memory foam meets neoprene feel to it, but it's very like soft and supple. I'm very intrigued by the way this feels. But the real answer is going to be how it feels on my face. All right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try on the goggles to get a feel for what the stock foam feels like. I'm pretty familiar with what it feels like, but just so I can have a fresh, up-to-date feel, let's check it out. All right, it's dark in here, but it feels like I've always known it to feel. So it's hard to make a comparison yet because I haven't nothing to compare to. But at least now I have a feel for how this foam feels on my face. All right, now we're going to remove the foam. And what's nice is because the NewBeeDrone version follows the same installation as the stock foam, where it has like the Velcro portion where you have basically half of the foam. You have like the fuzzy part of the Velcro and you have the grippy part of the Velcro. This part stays stuck to your goggles and this is the part you can swap out. Because of that, you know, if the sticky part is still stuck to your goggles, there's really no reason to take that off. So I'm just going to pull mine off. And see, mine just pulled off. So here's my original stock foam, but the Velcro-y, grippy part is still there. I don't have to take this off and use this one. It's the same stuff. So if it's already stuck on, there's no reason to replace it. You can save this for if it does come unstuck, but there's no reason in having to go through and replacing that part. So I'm just going to peel this part off. And this I will save because I can reuse this. I can use this part later on if that one that's on there starts to fail and comes unstuck from the goggle. So I'm going to stick this back in the bag just so that I know what this is for. Now we have the foam, and I'm going to apply this to my goggles. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Just line it up and stick it down. That installation went pretty painless. And one thing I'm noticing already, I haven't even put it on my face yet, but one thing I'm noticing is this nose area on a stock foam gets very it's so thin that it has no rigidity to it. So it sort of just collapses and doesn't really do much of anything. And it just kind of gets pushed out of the way. This is actually retaining its shape and staying there, which I feel will be huge because this is where I feel like a lot of, if there was a point where there was pressure, this would be it, and it's staying. It's not just collapsing like the stock foam does in that nose area. Now the moment of truth. Let's put it on my face, see how it feels. So I'm going to first just do one of these moves just to see. Ooh. So I was right. This does offer actually some support, which is nice. And it also feels like the foam is, because it's not just so, like, this is very squishy. Like, it really just collapses to nothing. There's no bite to it, if you will. This, on the other hand, has a little bit of, like, oomph to it. And it feels like it more sits on at least my face. I mean, everyone's face is a little bit different. Let's be real. We don't all have the exact same face. That's why even some people like certain goggles other than others, because the shape of the goggle affects your face. But this just seems to like cradle my face better versus just collapsing and having my head rest against plastic. But let's go for the full shebang with the straps and everything. Let's see how it goes. Ooh. All right. Get my straps straight. What I'm noticing is I feel like I don't have to have it as tight because it's kind of supporting itself. So I don't have to like smash my face into it to prevent any light leak. I feel like I can run it a little looser, which is also a little bit more comfortable. So let's loosen this up a little bit. Okay. I don't know why I'm looking around like that's going to change anything. But I will say it is more comfortable. And the reason is because having these straps a little less tight makes the whole goggle feel a little bit not so smashed onto my face. And I feel like that kind of gives it a little bit more comfort. And I feel I'm able to like release it a little bit because the foam, it's like if I have it too tight, the foam's like kind of fighting it. It's sort of like with a scuba mask. I know probably 99% of you are not going to relate to this, but when you're wearing a scuba mask and you have it on your face, a new diver, you know what? I have to take these off because it's weird talking to blackness. I don't even know which way I'm facing right now. So Hi, hello, how are you? Okay, so when you're wearing a scuba mask, someone who's learning scuba for the first time may think, oh, it's great to have it really super tight and smashed on your face. But what ends up happening is you get, a ring around your face, and it also can cause water leaks because the skirt that touches your face can kind of get deformed. And this is no different. The stock foam, because it's barely like there, you kind of have to cinch it up tight so that everything kind of forms properly, and which kind of can make it feel like you're going to make a dent into your face and to prevent the light leak. With the NewBeeDrone foam, because it's a little bit more robust, you don't have to have everything smashed on as much. It kind of just forms right onto your face and you're good to go. So I think it's pretty cool. I mean, what will really be the test of time using it over time. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the quality. I'm impressed with the way it feels. And like I said, this part here on the goggles, this part is like there's nothing here, and it always separates. See how this is? See this? See this hole? And see how this is in 3 pieces? This is where the problem always laid in the stock foam. What would end up happening is this little part here that's hanging now that I'm pulling on, this would come loose completely like it is right now. And then it would end up breaking, and then I'd have 2 little strings hanging down from here, and then I'd have to cut them with a scissor. And then this little foamy part here, this part here too, it's not doing anything. It's not attached to anything, so it just pushes out of the way and gets in the way. So basically, the only nose support foam I have is just this last little layer here, which is like nothing, all right? This, from the get-go, I see being way more robust, has way more staying power, and I don't see that just coming apart over time. I feel like that's gonna hold its shape, offer the support that's needed for my nose, and cradle it nicely. So overall, I gotta say the NewBeeDrone Comfort Foam is definitely better than the stock foam, and I'm gonna keep using it. I'm gonna keep rocking it, and hopefully it stands the test of time, but I don't see why it wouldn't, because this seems way more robust. So go check it out. It's on the NewBeeDrone website. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to go try it out for yourself. But I think it works great. I feel like it's very comfortable on my face. And I can't wait to actually use these goggles and go and fly some using it, because it even, ooh. And it has a really neat texture when you rub your finger on it. I just ran, like, squeezing it's one thing, but like petting it, I've never felt anything that felt like this. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like maybe like the new fidget spinner. You keep a little block of this in your pocket, because it's a very weird feeling when you like pet it. I know this is getting creepy and weird, but if you go and buy yourself some of this foam and you do exactly what I'm doing like this and like pet it, it feels really cool. So I don't know. As always, my name is Tronage. Fly strong. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you really should subscribe. I'm always posting new content. If you'd like to help support the channel and get access to giveaways, raffles, and other exclusive benefits, consider joining the Tronage family on the Patreon page. Here's some videos that you might be interested in. This is the latest one that I posted, and this one I think you might just like. Go check them out.